Hey all, Tom Moran here from Tom's Big Spiders, about to do a quick and dirty rehousing video featuring a Hapalopus species, Colombia Large. This is one of the females out of the clutch I produced 2 years ago from my older female, B. Arthur. They're all grown up now. I think I have 5 males so far, 1 female. I'm hoping there's another one that's going to be female, but this one's going to focus on one of the females getting a new home, kind of a little bioactive enclosure. Not going to the moon on this one, but it does have a plan in it, so it counts. As you'll see, this is a raw video because we're going to have an interruption in the middle of it. So those of you wearing earphones, be careful. I'll put a note on screen, but it's going to get a little bit loud. But I didn't want to cut it out because this is kind of the reality of how things go around here. You know, you go find a nice quiet time to do a rehousing. Your neighbors decide to show off their new firearms to their friends next door, less than 30 yards from your house, and we get a little bit of chaos. So anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get on to the video. Alright, so we're about to rehouse my Hapalopus species, Colombia Large. This is a young female that's actually one of the ones I produced from a sack 2 years ago with my big female, B. Arthur. And hopefully, these guys are really, really skittish, as evidenced by the fact that it's skidding all around. Hopefully this one will go smoothly. Now with these guys, I started them off with Sling, little dram bottles. They are teeny, tiny Slings. So I had some of them in 2-ounce deli cups. I had some of them in 5.5-ounce deli cups because I had, what did we end up with, 300 and something of these, almost 400 of them. It was a lot of them. And after I got them, I got rid of most of them, ended up selling them, kept a few of them my own. We've ended up with, I think, five males and 1 female so far. So the odds have not been great, but I do keep them moist as Slings. I know there's a lot of questions out there about them, and I found pretty much just about every type of Sling likes some moisture, but these guys will burrow. This is one of the only species I've ever kind of broke my own rules and dug up because I had a Sling that I hadn't seen for quite some time, dug it up, found a very irritated Sling at the bottom of its enclosure, was not happy with me. But the original 3 I got, I had 2 females, 1 male. The male obviously matured, died. Then one of the females had a molt issue, although she was about 5 or 6 at that time, a molting issue, and didn't make it out of her molt. I still have the 1 big female left, and that's the one who's the mother of this one here. So these guys are very, very, very skittish. The males are ridiculously skittish. The females are a little better, but not by much. So what we're going to try to do is get her going this way, and then trick her into going right into the cup. The gunfire in the back. He's my neighbor. There goes the dogs. Yep. Years ago, Billy and I lived in a town where we had a drive-by shooting and decided we wanted to move someplace quieter. Good thing is they're not shooting at us. The bad thing is they tend to do it when we're trying to watch a movie or, I don't know, sleep. So there she is there. Hopefully you get a good shot. I'll hold her under the light. I'm going to fatten this girl up. And in a moment, with the dogs, we're getting everything today. We're getting gunshots. We're getting dogs drinking. Thanks, Wormy. I waited all day to do this to try to find a quiet time. So we're going to go ahead and slide this out of the way.
Can I get this?
Actually, let's...
Or if we put this cage on.
Yeah, we'll get this out of the way. I don't think we're going to need it. Watch. Famous last words. And we're shooting with a new camera today. I picked up a Canon.
A little out. Should be good.
There we go. So what we're going to try to do here is probably steer her right into her burrow. So unfortunately, I don't know, I'm going to move this out of the way for a second so you can get a shot of her bum. I love these guys. This is one of the ones I want to do one of those long features on, the featured species, because I've had them for so long. Was able to reproduce them. They're just such cool spiders. Alright, so what we're going to try to do here is encourage her to come down through. You got me a paintbrush from right behind you. The gunshots just have me all messed up. Actually, I'm going to try to get her. I'm not going to put her directly in the burrow. See if we can get a shot of her out. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Now you're going to try to zoom in. Poke her. Oh, there you go. There we go. beautiful. I love these guys. They're just so unique looking. This one is not yet full grown. My other female is quite large. They get quite fat. There's a dog pants in the background.
It's not a bad day.
Hold on. All right, so there she is in the new enclosure. The enclosure is an Exoterra Nano, the little 8x8x8 ones. I'm picking up some of these for my dwarf species because I have my other female in one of the, Exoterra breeding boxes, the smalls, and I'm probably going to get her out into something a little bit bigger. But these give a little more room than the smalls, even though they're technically 8x8. It's the height. They get more height. What we have there is a piece of cork bark. This is a bioactive enclosure, and basically what I did, because I got a funny feeling she's going to web the snot out of it anyway, and it's not really going to be conducive to keeping live plants in, but what I used is some of the wandering Jew, because I have a bunch of this stuff now. I've been trimming some of them in the other enclosures, so I have it everywhere. So I threw a couple of those in. What they'll probably do is grow around here a little bit, or she might web them up and they might die. We'll see how it goes, but it's Biodude substrate. We got some leaf litter, some sphagnum moss. Obviously the cork bark, she'll be getting a water dish in a minute, but what I'm expecting she will do is probably retreat into that area right in there, that cork bark, probably start webbing up around here. That's what the other one did, and they kind of live in the cork bark. But there we go, Hapalopus species, Colombia large, doing great. Now, as adults, they seem to be a little more tolerant of drier conditions, although I do keep mine partially moist at all time. The slings, I think it's just prudent to keep them moist. I've heard of people having trouble with the slings not getting out of molts or not molting correctly when kept dry. So that is a species I would consider moisture dependent as they're smaller, but as they get larger, it's not quite as, you don't have to be as obsessive with keeping things moist. So there we are, Hapalopus species, Colombia large, quick update and rehousing. So before everybody goes, I do hope you'll hang around a minute for this next message. I was contacted recently by someone who, due to some unforeseen medical circumstances, is finding that they're going to have to unfortunately sell off a large part of his collection to basically free up some time. And this is a difficult situation for a lot of us that are in the hobby, and I think a lot of us think about that are in the hobby, that we amass these huge collections. We're very good at keeping track of them and doing all the maintenance, but then should something happen medically, it can be very difficult to keep up with that. So I think this gentleman, his name is Casey Gardner, has come to the point where he realizes, A, he's not able to keep up with them, and it's causing him stress because he isn't able to give them the attention they need or deserve. And he obviously, I'll tell you through his email, cares greatly about his animals. And B, because of this medical situation, is finding that he needs to pull in some money. So what we are looking at is possibly rehoming a lot of his collection. He has sent me a list, which I'm going to put up on screen in a moment, of the species that he has available. He lives in the DC area and is looking to basically have people meet up either 2 hours away from where he's at or to his home to sell these guys off. So he did not give me price lists for them yet. I will give people contact information. I'll put his email in the comment section of this so that people can get in contact with him if they'd like, and then you guys can hash out the details there. But he did tell me he's willing to drive 2 hours from DC, so anybody within 2 hours of the DC area who's looking to kind of bolster their collection with some cool things. He has some Pamphos, some Psalmos, balfouri, I think Brachypelma species, some cool stuff. Please give it a look, give the list a look, see if you're interested, shoot him an email, because he is desperate to kind of get rid of these guys and get them to good homes before it becomes too much of a burden, because he's got to concentrate on healing right now. So if you're interested, please check out in the comment section. I will put his email there if you guys want to shoot me an email at tomsbigspiders@outlook.com, and I can always hook you up with him, or I can answer any question that I have the answer for. I don't have all the answers right now. Usually when I do something like this, because I know it can be difficult when you're trying to move part of your collection, it can be difficult to get people interested, so I'm doing the best I can to get word out, and hopefully some people get a hold of him and he's able to, get these guys a good home, get some funds coming in so he can cover some of his costs. Somebody will get a really nice spider. He'll be helped out. Everybody wins in the end. So if you're interested, please check out the description for more information, or shoot me an email and we'll hook you up, and hopefully we'll get something going with him. Casey, hope you get some results from this one and you can get some of these guys out and Please continue to get healthy. Hope you're on the mend soon. All right, so that'll about do it for this one. Again, please check out the comment section and leave a comment if you'd like. If you haven't checked out any of my videos before and you want to check them out, you can grab them in here. Or if you like the video enough and you'd like to subscribe, very much appreciate, you can click that one up there. As always, try to answer every single comment I get, so love getting comments. Please feel free to leave comments, and we'll catch you guys all next time.